Alright, so how's it going, everyone? This is MobSquad again, and we are making a car video. So sorry for any of you that are looking forward to another funny video. That'll be coming soon. But we're just going to talk about my car and the plans that I have for it as of right now. Like I said, I got my tuner in the last video. In the last car video, I talked about how I got my tuner. It's not really tuned right now. I mean, I reflashed it, which will fix the air to fuel ratio, but it's not for performance. It's for economy, so that you can get really good gas mileage. So I mean, it seemed like it made a difference, but I have to get a wideband. Or so I was told. I have to get a wideband so that I can tune my air to fuel ratio properly. And then I also got new spark plugs, and they are iridium spark plugs, and they say that you can get up to 20 horsepower just from changing your spark plugs, and I haven't changed these as long as I've had the car, so I'll probably regain some lost horsepower and then gain whatever horsepower comes with iridium spark plugs. I mean, it is what it is, but so another thing, along with the spark plugs, after I get my air to fuel tuned, then I will also increase my timing. So if you don't know what that does, is when you increase your timing is basically, how do I explain this? When your piston comes up, it's the angle of the, basically it combusts earlier. You change it to where you increase the degrees, and you change it to where it ignites in the cylinder a lot quicker, or a lot earlier, and that gives you more horsepower. Now, it's not going to be crazy horsepower amounts, but it'll probably help me out a lot. And so once all that is said and done, eventually, which it could happen over the summer, it could happen in a year from now, but hopefully pretty soon, I'm going to get it turboed. So in the past I've talked more about getting my car supercharged, which I would still prefer because it seems like it would be a lot less work, number one, and a lot less maintenance. But the more that I've looked into it, a turbo would be the way to go because it's a lot easier to get more power out of it. I'd have to replace, or basically all the modifications that I've done as far as like my cold air intake in my header, all of that is going to be basically pointless because, you know, I'll have an intercooler and then I'll have the turbo manifold, so it won't be useful unless I were to custom fabricate my whole turbo setup, which is also another idea that I've had, just finding a good turbo for a good price and then just custom fabricating everything. So it's looking pretty all right. So if you look down here, looks like something took a bite out of my front lip spoiler, and that is because, well, I don't know exactly why, but I hit something or bottomed out somewhere and it cracked it and it's broken now. But I already got another one, so I'm gonna be replacing that pretty soon. And one other thing is, I got a new exhaust. Okay, I've talked about it in previous videos. Let's see if you can see. Get over it from here. I don't think you can. But on my downpipe, we had to cut it so that we could get to the bolts. And I thought, you know, being a full catback system and the cat being inside the exhaust manifold, I thought, well, you know, it's gonna have a downpipe with it. Well, after putting the whole kit together, come to find out is it did not come with a downpipe. So what I have to do is I have to send back, because I ordered a stock one, and because I couldn't find the performance one, And as soon as the stock one came in, of course I was looking online and I found the Megan Racing 3-inch downpipe.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
The stock one is like 2 inches versus 3 inches, so that's going to be a lot more flow, less back pressure, I guess. There's nearly no back pressure at all anyways, but it's pretty ghetto rigged right now. We took my downpipe where we had cut it, and we put basically like a little sleeve of metal and connected them inside, and I mean the exhaust runs all the way out to the back. It comes out so it's not fully out the back, but in the next week or so that'll be fixed. And yeah, just looking forward to racing season. Is over the summer, one of the first things I plan on doing is getting some coilovers, because this wheel gap is pretty bad. And anytime I accelerate, the back dips down a lot, and yeah, it just kind of slows it down because all the air gets under there and whatnot. So also some wheels and tires on there. I might get some new wheels and tires. I don't know exactly what wheels, because as you can see, if you haven't noticed, these are hubcaps, because you know there was no point in me getting wheels, because you know these work fine. Sure, it'll look good, but you know, I just rather spend my money on performance parts. I'm saying, look at that. So my header is purple and blue. It's pretty cool. Be jealous. What you doing over there?
I was looking. I think someone overfilled the oil last time. I want to make sure that's not leak. Inline 6, baby. Alright, so last time you saw the Jeep, it had a lot littler wheels and tires on it.
Littler?
Yeah. This is about all I've done to it, and about all that's gonna get done to it. Just kidding. Probably gonna put a front bumper with a winch plate on, and then probably just a back bumper with some D-rings on there, but that's really about it for this Jeep. It's just sort of for running around and whenever the weather sucks, because it does that quite a bit in Artesia. Yeah, so yeah, that's really exciting. I think it looks pretty good. Leave comments of what you think.
Should me and Houston race?
It's gonna be bad.
Oh yeah.
Probably gonna have to do the new clutch fairly soon too, because there's a pretty big gap. So.
Is there really?
I mean, it's not terrible. I'm only getting a hard top for it. Not a fan of the soft tops. But yeah, that's about it. Hit subscribe. We're almost to 100. We're pretty close, I guess. So tell your friends about it, because I'm pretty sure they'll like the channel. Big things coming up. We got more car stuff. Also, we noticed you guys really liked the nature guide, so we do have a nature guide part 2 coming up. Just know that around Valentine's Day, we should be filming it around there, so keep an eye out for that. I forgot, we are changing our uploading schedule to 4 times a week, making sure you guys have plenty of content, because things, I mean, I don't know, we've had less homework, so things are sort of slowing down somewhat. So yeah, we're gonna increase our uploading, and also just make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, please turn on the notifications so you know every time that we post.